As a little boy, one of my favorite passions was fishing at the lake. I loved fishing at the lake. I was never as good as my brothers were at fishing, but I enjoyed fishing. I loved to fish, and on a particular day, I was out there fishing, and I drowned more worms than I caught fish. I mean, it was one of those days, but it just kept you casting. You just kept casting out, and I remember it was getting dark, and I didn't have much in my bucket, and I had to change my bobber out to my light-up bobber because it was getting dark out and I couldn't see my bobber no more. And I changed it, and I had this light-up bobber, and I would throw it out there in the water. And I remember the ripples of water would confuse me because I would see it and I wouldn't. I'd be like, is it under? And then I would see it and I wouldn't. But I fished for so long that I would close my eyes and I'd see that light up bobber. I'll never forget that. As a little boy, I went to sleep and I seen flashes of that bobber in the water just going up and down, up and down. I strained my eyes to watch that bobber. Something in me, every time I would reel that in, something in me just made me want to cast it out again. I don't know, something about fishing. You just think, if I don't cast it out just one more time, that could have been the one. That could have been it. Something about it. But it was getting late and it was getting dark. And I dreamed about fishing all night. I couldn't wait to get up the next day and go out fishing again. Do you remember when God said to Peter, He said, "Follow me and I will make you fishers of men"? Well, they came from a commercial fisherman background. So they were commercial fishermen, but He said, "I'm going to make you spiritual fishermen." Yeah. And let me tell you, He encouraged them. He spoke truth into their life, and He made them into this. They had to become something that they were not. And there will be seasons in your spiritual journey where you'll be casting your line out. And let me tell you, you will drown more worms than you catch fish. But I want to encourage you, keep casting. That friend that you've been praying for 30 years, just cast out one more time. That family member, that wayward child. And pray for your brothers and sisters. You keep casting too, because I'm going to keep praying. You keep praying. We'll all keep praying. We'll all keep sowing seeds. Because you know what? You may sow a seed in a stranger's life, but that stranger is someone else's son or daughter that they've been praying for. You're an answer to their prayer. You just keep casting. Oh, I love everything. No, we need to have the soul winner mindset. There's a soul here, and there's a soul here, and and every seat needs a person in it. So if you're looking around you and you see empty seats, don't say, "Well, it's kind of empty today because of the time change." Say, "How many seats can I fill? How many friends can I pray for today? How many seeds can I plant? How many people would come back next week with me? How many?" I feel guilty sometimes. I will plant seeds on the south side and say, "Hey, won't you come up and go to church with me sometime?" And I feel really guilty about them driving all the way. But they drive all the way here because they're in desperate need for something more. I'm thankful for them. Who is around your neighborhood? Who is around your work, your marketplace, your school, your colleagues? Who are you planting seeds